will be the one to go out. Oh, that must be saying on a G.
Yes, ma'am.
Today is about sharing. And I know what the inbox for need bizarre questions. So let's share.
Hello everyone. I don't know what to start from, that's the thing. The issue of fertility is huge. It's huge, and ever since I became a mother too, I've added my voice. I hear people say, another man I'll buy. That man I'm going waiting. So I can understand the pain people have been through and what society has thrown at them. We'd not take it for granted when the medics tell us that after 35 is always difficult. It's not like we do not know. But if it is not coming, what will you do? With that information at the back of your mind, there's a way that if you don't take care, it disorganizes you. I keep telling people that, you know, that thing that you aren't actually looking for, you're not battling to have a child, but when you finally decide and it's not coming, then you know that, hey, asemoho. Because when I became, I think at 38 thereabout, I was now asking myself, I'm approaching 40. And again, don't forget that because of what we do, people would always tell you that, I remember there's a guy that sent a message that, oh, you this barren girl, what about if you talk about your barrenness? You sit on TV and you're discussing other people, won't you discuss your barrenness, blah, blah, blah. You get a lot of that, even inbox, in your comment section. If you don't take care, you break down. I remember very well that I had gone to see my gynae, Dr. Ato, and I was introduced to Dr. Ato by Whitney. Whitney has a clique of great gynaes and people with knowledge about fertility. I had a miscarriage once, and the doctor that was taking care of me, when I sent him a message that I was seeing blood, he said I should stay till the next morning. First time I should stay till the next morning and come and do DNC. I mean, this is the first time I'm seeing blood. I don't understand and all of that. So I reached out to Whitney and she introduced me to Dr. Ato. So Dr. Ato has been my gynae since then. And Dr. Ato said, your eggs are okay, but you see, time, no. So I was trying, at the point now I was trying. But I kept seeing my menses. You see, it will become like, oh, you are bloated. So you think that, oh, when you check, you will see 2 red lines. Then you realize that the menses will come. So I went to Dr. Ato and he said, he now put me on ovulation tablets. Like I took the thing once, and we those who stay on the altar, one of the days, NSPP, I just said, what is this? Because I've taken the whole pack. And so if you don't take care, it will become a cycle. Every time you have to take that. I took the whole thing, it didn't happen. The second one, I just took it to the altar and I said, look, I'm not drinking this thing again. And I think in that period, we're being dressed like a miracle or something. And I just said, I put it as a point of contact. I said, I'm not drinking this thing again. Because I don't want my system to also get used to that. And then I ended up doing the dance like a miracle. And then going around dancing. It didn't take long. But the story itself is in the waiting. That is where the story is. Like, people are not kind to you at all. First, they're looking at your age. If you don't take care, oh, sorry, and he said, wait, me, I post a picture, be on my effect. So they come to remind you of your woes and your pain and all of that. But I keep saying that anybody can say anything to you. It is what you say to yourself that matters.
Right.
If people say, oh, we are barren, now switch it to myself, you are barren now. That is you carrying that word. Because words are powerful. Yes. Then immediately you debunk and say, look, I'll carry my own fruit. Now, I used to say that, you know, when I used to say I wanted triplets. And now I have one child and my sister will say, no, we have of course for triplets. You know, but I kept saying to myself that I will carry my own child. And I kept prophesying it and saying it to myself. But in that waiting, it was not as funny as I'm putting it now. Because you would go to places and people will remind you of the fact that you don't have a child. That's why you are jumping from one place to the other. If you don't take care and you don't find kind people around you, somebody can just ask you, maybe not necessarily to hurt you. Like I said, I said, into now what time I already come back. They don't know what hurts that message carries or what it does to you. So you go back home and what does that mean? I stopped going for altar calls. Or those who are looking for children, come and stand up. I will not go. And you see some people, they see you standing there. Hey, Gloria, I want to maybe with no ill intention. That's why I'm saying that people actually don't know how great some of these issues are. But leave people who are, and you don't know, some people might have tried a lot of times and it's not coming. So leave people, if they don't discuss it with you, mind your business. Like I see people in the industry, all this thing, but you don't know if I didn't tell you that at a certain point I was taking drugs just to get ovulation, you will not know. So we should be very kind to people because you don't know what they are going through. We are in a society that has laid certain rules for us also. The format is get married first before you have a child. So if I'm not married, why are you disturbing me with conversation about children? When I have the child out of wedlock to you, the same people will come and sit, hey, and oh, you cry, you need me, papa, and I want on any more, but you said I should go and have a child. I thought that's all you wanted. So, exactly. So at a certain point, you yourself as a woman, you're strong-headed, Capra, be strong-headed, because no matter what you do, somebody will have something to say. So do what will be good for you. And that's why I love it when somebody was talking about the fact that when you go and they say it is a CS that you need to have, don't say I have to seek permission from my husband. Please, it's good to tell your husband that to seek permission, call your father. Because I don't know why somebody will put their life on hold waiting for somebody to come and endorse CS. It's a medical process that is allowed. That thing, they put it in my head so much that when I was going to my internet and they told me that I was going to have a child through CS, I was so scared. I was wasting God's time. Hey God, my child, because my child, how do they call it? There's a name that they use, medically, when the child is not lying. Breach. It was breached. So when they said that, I went to God and said, God, my baby has to take. My baby has to take. And I got back, the baby is not turning. So one day I said, but people have children through CS. And if you watch what I said during one of my videos, I said, it was because I saw a man, and this comes to the men too, I saw a man interview somebody on TV. And said, saying me, yes. And I said, wow. So, that interview is very, very, like the personality is famous. That's why I didn't call anybody's name. 2 personalities doing this conversation are famous people. And I said, wow. So, it was in my head that who through CSR, and now walk. Because one chim, sister, I don't kind like those who chim, they can tell you. Charlie, so Peter wanted to be a Hebrew woman. I say so chima, and then she said, wow. So for a long time, that was eating in my head or eating into my head. But when I went to pray on the altar, oh God, let my baby. Every time I go, the baby turned just once and went back to the breached position. And they took the baby out. Today he's doing a year. So I just want to encourage people that people will throw things at you in your waiting period. But you yourself, tell yourself that, I say this, God says, children are inheritance from the Lord. If He wants to give you, He will give you. However, let's take our mind back. This is what I think, and I've heard a man of God say it before. Do we know that Jesus was a surrogate child? If Jesus was a surrogate child, what is wrong with we, who are not supernatural beings, having surrogate children? Because the Lord and the personal Savior who we believe in was put in somebody's womb. So what is our problem? Now people will always talk, but you yourself have to psych yourself and be prepared for this journey. And definitely, like Rosalie said, if I go kakra, medicine kakra, everything in its rightful position. It's not the people that will carry God on their head and will not do the things that the gynaes and the doctors are saying do. God is not a magician. He's a miracle working God, but he works through humans. And that's why he's giving doctors brains. So if they say do it this way, do it that way, please do it. And when you go on the altar and you pray, it's not working, please visit the books. Go back to the doctor. Maybe that's God's way of giving you a child, for you to also carry a different miracle. Thank you very much.